Alright everyone, welcome back to Animal Parade. We're just going to continue right off where we left off, and we're just going to introduce ourselves to more people of Harmonica Town. This is the Fishery, and it can be found on the most left part of the town, the most western part, I suppose. So this is Ozzy, and he's also got some other people living with him. I think he has his nephew and someone else, so we'll have to meet them later as well. And he'll tell us that he's also not having very good business either, which is becoming a common thing around here. So that's kind of nothing new to us, but he's very concerned. Okay, so Toby and Paolo, my son and my nephew. Maybe they're over by the Flute Field's Watermill. I'm sure they're just as sad about this miserable fishing situation. So we'll be meeting Toby and Paolo later as well. And he's gonna give us a welcome present as well. We got some very, very nice people living in this town. And he's given us just some fish to start out with. We can either sell those or we can cook them. I personally sell them. Fish are easy to catch, and the fish he gave us are definitely not rare or anything like that. Alright, and that's about it for this end of the town. But if we go to the dock, we can meet some more people. And they are again having troubles, and their problems circulate around the ship as well. And I'll be going into why people are explaining which part of town they're having problems with later on, when we get more into the game. But these two people here run the inn. And they work at Ocarina Inn, which is where the Ocarina came from. And it's just that big, obnoxious pink building. In the distance we can see the lighthouse, but we don't actually have to go there. There's no one to meet over there, so I'm not going to bother going there right now. There is a beach over here as well, though. Remember that if you want to fish and also to forage items. My personal preference has always been to forage a lot of stuff in this game. That's just how I've always been. And if we start going up, this is the inn where they work, Jake and Colleen, the people we just met. And I think we can go in here and meet some more people. Very quaint little inn. I'm not too much of a fan of their wallpaper choice, but you know, nothing you can do about that. You're too hard on me. Well, maybe if you didn't cook like crap. That's Yolanda, the older lady on the right, and the girl in the obnoxious pink dress is Maya. Now Maya is also another lady that you can marry if you choose. This game is very unique in that there are a lot of bachelors and bachelorettes to choose from. I've always really admired that about the Wii ones. They've given you a lot of choice. And they're going to tell you that the stove fire has been weak, so they can't cook anything. So their problems are related to fire. But they're trying to be very optimistic about it. And she's gonna give us a welcoming present as well. And we got a cookie. Now that can be used for energy if we'd like later on, but I choose to sell it just like I would with the fish. Alright, and next stop on our list is this building here. Let's read the sign, and this is the clinic. Again, a very nice, quaint little clinic, very small. And we have an old lady at the cash register. So at least there's someone working here, which is a relief. At least it's not completely deserted. However, she will tell us in a minute, ... Come on, I don't want to spoil it for them. Hurry up. Okay, I get it. You have a problem. You're upset. Yes, the goddess tree. It's not blooming. She sheds a lot more light on the goddess tree than a lot of the other characters have, just telling us what we already know. The tree's dying. That's true, the harvest goddess is really worried, which I guess is why we have to see the harvest goddess. And this is what I didn't want to spoil for you. The doctor is actually away right now, so he is another character that we have to unlock. If you do get sick though, not to worry, you're not screwed forever. You can buy medication from this lady that will help you with stuff like that. So you talk to her if you get sick or if you need energy boosting items. Alright, back in Harmonica Town. The third story here, I don't think we can do anything on. This place isn't open right now. That's another character we will be meeting later on. And that's the mayor's house there, and this is the school, and nobody's there right now. So we're just gonna go up the hill for the time being and meet, I don't think it's the last character we're meeting, but we're getting close to the end. There's quite a few townspeople in this game to meet and to associate with. So this is the church. So the church is where you get married in this game. And there's animals on the church grounds. You can talk to get associated with them. They'll show up in the friends menu where I was showing you in the last video that you could stalk townspeople. The animals will appear there as well. I'll go into animals later on, of course. This is the church, and they actually have no business hours, so they're pretty much open all the time. You can talk to the priest to figure out when their business hours are if you're interested in that. And there's another townsperson for us to meet. And this is a lady that we are actually going to be helping. She's very distressed. And then the blue-haired guy on the left there is the priest. So the priest is Perry. And the lady on the right kind of doesn't seem to want to talk to us. But we'll talk to her more later. He tells us that her name is Mira, and she's upset because her husband died. And she's kind of all alone. Which, you know, I don't blame her for being upset. But you will definitely want to remember Mira for later. She becomes absolutely crucial to this game later on. So that's about it. For up here, and we have actually met everybody that is in Harmonica Town. If you remember earlier, Mayor Hamilton was saying that there's Flute Fields, which a lot of people live at as well, which is our next destination. I might actually have to break this into a third video, which I didn't want to do, but this place has a large map, and there's a lot of people to introduce yourself to in this game. And there'll be a lot more people to introduce yourselves to later on when you unlock those characters as well. So I'm gonna try and make it all the way over to the two farms that Hamilton was talking to us about. But unfortunately we don't have a fast way of transit right now. We do have to actually walk and that takes a while. And I do believe in this game, every 10 seconds is 10 minutes in this game. So you'll notice that the clock will go by on the top there in intervals of 10 minutes. So we just walked past our farm, and there's a beach down south over there, but we're just going to keep heading over to the right, and eventually we will get over to where we need to go. And this is Flute Fields, so this is a big open area, beautiful bridge, and a water wheel. So we're just going to cross over this nice bridge, and I think that Ozzy was telling us that Apollo and Toby are here, or at least that's what I remember. So let's go see if they're down here. We could introduce ourselves to them while we're over here. Yes, there he is. So this is Toby. He is Ozzy's son. And we actually have to meet Paulo later, I do believe. But Toby will again shed light on all the problems that we already pretty much know about. And that's pretty much the only time that he ever opens his eyes in this game, by the way. He's got beautiful green eyes, it's too bad. And what a nice guy, he gives us a fishing rod. So if you can do that as well, with the rest of your stamina, you can actually fish if you'd like. It's not a great way to make profit, but it's fun, and when you power up your fishing rod, it becomes a lot easier to do. So this place over here is one of the farms that Hamilton was telling us about. This is Marimba farm, and this is where you buy all of your seeds. Any trees you want to plant, and fertilizer as well. So let's go see what is over here. Now this place here is actually a house to just a singular person. I don't know if we can go in here or not. No, we can't. We have to meet him later, which we will do most definitely. But this building here is the actual workplace where you'll find all the people that work here. And they all look a little bit worried and peeved. Little kid's having an argument with his parents. And that guy's rather rough. These people are having some serious marital problems, and they do for quite a while until all their problems are fixed, and then they kind of pick up a little bit. Nonetheless, they will still sell you stuff, so just don't worry about it. There's not a whole lot you can do about their marital problems, their issues. So their son is Taylor, and the two people in there were Craig and Ruth. This kid also has a sister, but I do believe that she is unlockable and she will not come back until a little bit later, so we have to wait on that one. My big sister Anessa left to find seeds that will grow here, so yeah, so she won't be back for a little while. And he'll actually give us some seeds so we can plant these and make more money. So That's pretty cool to start out with, I must say. And with that, he leaves. And with that, I think I'm also going to end the video off because it's gone on a lot longer than I would have liked it to. So thanks everybody so much for watching. I am going to have to span this into another part, but I'll be seeing you all then. Thanks for watching.